video essays. Nigga, end the video when niggas is not ready, bro. The CIA destroyed the black community. Jay Cinco keeps getting what? Okay. The art of falling off. Okay.
Earth,
Here we go.
our beloved planet. A beautiful thing, isn't it? A work of art created by
What did I just get flashbanged with?
planet. A beautiful thing, isn't it? A work of
What did I just get? Why did I
art created by
I didn't mean to
God.
pause
By the
it.
way, I love you. The trees, the blue sky, the clear seas. Okay, maybe not so much on that one. But what I'm trying to say is that God was in his bag when he created Earth and us. And with us humans being here, many more works of art were created, from insane paintings that must have took hours of hard work and dedication to such craft.
Will Smith needs to do what Steve Harvey's doing, bro. Oh my gosh, I just realized Steve Harvey is like Will Smith done right. Like Steve Harvey has so much fucked up shit, but it's like niggas don't know, bro. Will Smith needs a game show.
Like, look at this painting.
Why didn't he try to go take over Jeopardy or something, or Wheel of Fortune? Will Smith needs to be on a game show. That's what it is. He needs to be the next Steve Harvey. That's how Will Smith wins. If he finds a way on one of these game shows, because Family Feud wasn't always Steve Harvey, nigga. I learned the hard way when I saw a white nigga hosting it before him. Will Smith needs to find a game show like Wheel of Fortune or Jeopardy. I don't know if they have hosts for real right now, but he needs to find his way on one of them shows, my nigga.
Bruh, the man who painted this had to be a wonderful person. It's so beautiful. Surely they lit up the world with their impressive work. Oh shit, never mind! Musicians, filmmakers, animators, even most professional athletes, unless they suck cheeks hard as hell. These works, their works, are works of art. These people are artists in their own right. And what would the world be without their contributions? I don't even know. I don't even got an answer to that. I just need an intro. We ain't talking about good art and good stuff today. We talking about people or things that used to be like that. Used to be fantastic, world bending, iconic, but are now just not as good. Or in other cases, just plain ass and leaky with a side of pee-pee and diarrhea. That might sound childish, but I'm being serious, bruh. Some of these topics here in this video are actually in the dirt right now, and we gonna talk about it. What is the art of falling off? If you don't sub, nigga, you gonna fall off. I'm playing. I pray all y'all make
Oh,
it.
okay.
We trying to hit
Appreciate
10K.
it, bro.
Sub to the channel. I promise it's worthwhile.
We'll find
On
out.
to the video.
We'll find out after the vid.
I don't
I'll
express
decide.
it often, but I'm a huge fan of TV and film. There's truly nothing like a really good show or movie. Here's some of my favorites for reference. I don't care what kind of form it's in.
Okay, wait, hold on. We gotta
Show or
analyze that.
movie. Here's some of my favorites.
Invincible, classic. Good. Truman Show, I don't know. Truman Show, boring. I gotta finish Atlanta. I never watch Yu Yu
For
Hakusho.
reference. I don't care what
Hot take, bro. Truman Show is ass, dude. Like, I get it.
kind of
Little
form
nigga
it's in.
finds out he lives in a
Animated,
simulation. Okay,
live
bro.
action, anime, good content is good content. As you can clearly tell by the theme of this channel, I mess with superheroes a lot. There's many great superhero movies and shows out right now. But once upon a time, there was only one company actually capable of making good superhero movies,
Marvel.
and that was Marvel. Marvel's
was
iconic
Marvel.
run started in the early 2000s, but where they really hit it big was with 2008's Iron Man. The movie was so tough that it kicked off an entire cinematic universe, which wasn't really unheard of, but one this massive, hell yeah, that's a feat. Boy, that run the MCU
Nah, bro.
had during the Infinity Saga was crazy, bro. Every movie, and I mean every movie.
Yes, bro.
Okay, I'm lying. There's a few misses, but dog, the majority of these.
I actually
movies
felt,
were
bro, that was when I
bangers.
felt like I was
Avengers
missing
1 had
out
niggas
not
going
seeing
crazy.
movies, bro.
Captain America: Winter Soldier is so goated, and it still holds up, bro. It's
I
already
deadass
over
felt
a
like I was
decade.
missing out not
What's
seeing these
that make?
movies.
The MCU was so iconic at this time that it had niggas going to see superhero movies that ain't ever seen a movie like that before. And y'all think I'm playing? Every black person saw Black Panther in theaters, bro. And most didn't even know what was going on in the MCU at the time. They just saw a black nigga throwing hands in a tough manner and knew it was time to buy a ticket. RIP.
It did. That's exactly what happened. Yo, literally, and I would kid you not, when we had to buy tickets for Black Panther, my mother, my brother, and I, three of us. When we bought it, the thing was so booked, we couldn't get seats together. So booked, we couldn't get seats together. But when we got to the theater, we had seen 3 seats just wide open. So we said, fuck it, let's go sit in it. It was until like a quarter into the movie, a family who was sitting in the seats came through. First of all, why are you late to Black Panther? I know why they late. They pulled up in dashikis, my nigga. Matching dashikis. When I tell you, I was like, there's never been a larger overreaction in my life. I've never seen a larger overreaction in my life. Not only you come late to the movie, but you in matching dashikis for a Black Panther movie. It's like I've never seen a stereotype so stereotypical. You're late to the movie. You're late to the movie and matching dashikis. You're late to Black Panther and matching dashikis. You're late to an African movie where African Americans are going to see. And you're late. And you decide to pull up in a dashiki. How stereotypical can we get? You know what I'm saying? How much can we do to ourselves before it's over?
That just goes to show how much motion this universe actually had. It was making previous C and D list Marvel heroes household names. I swear that before this movie dropped, I didn't have any idea what a Guardian of the Galaxy was. Then I saw the movie and I was like, ooh, bro, this is fire!
Me too, twin. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I ain't read none of these comics, bro, but watching Guardians of the Galaxy, bro.
Where it dropped, it was like a global event. In school, motherfuckers had to cover their ears at lunch to dodge the spoilers. Because if you didn't see that movie opening weekend, you was probably cooked. Spoiler alert from here on out. I don't know if you actually need it, but if you do, you got issues.
I'll be honest, I didn't see it. I didn't see a lot of movies like when I was young, bro. I don't care. I went to like a handful of movies when I was young. I didn't see Infinity War. I didn't care. Niggas just told me what happened. I just asked yo what happened. They told me what happened. I was like, okay.
6 years late, bro. Give it the time. But when Thanos snapped and killed half the universe, and my nigga Spider-Man fading away, that broke my heart, bro. I damn near went crazy in the theater seeing that. Wondering how the Avengers are gonna get these niggas back. Then fast forward to Avengers Endgame and seeing Tony, a literal human in armor, go toe-to-toe with a purple alien nigga to bring back everyone and destroy Thanos and his army. Man, that brought tears to eyes. Not mine, but I was mesmerized and heartbroken on the inside. I looked over to the chair next to me and see my sister shedding a tear. She ain't even know.
That's some real hero shit, bro. And that's why I feel like Marvel don't know what they doing no more, my nigga. That's real hero shit, bro. Tony built that bitch in a cave. Theoretically, any of us can do that. Not really, but you know, theoretically, any of us can do that. No one can be Captain Marvel. No one wants to be Captain Marvel.
No, think about the MCU.
No one wants to be an Eternal.
Real what Scorsese said, bro. This is real cinema.
I feel like they started caring too much about niggas with superpowers, bro.
On and off, bro. Like Marvel made a decision to drop a buttload of Disney Plus original TV series, which sounded great in retrospect.
No, it didn't.
Because most of the episodes were filler and stuff. And it turns out you didn't even have to watch the shows to understand the movie universe timeline, which was weak. But the movie.
In what universe do you think a movie franchise can make TV shows that, like, you know, bro, like, whatever. I'm not even gonna bother. I'm not even gonna start yapping. I knew the shit was ass when it started.
Deadpool, Wolverine, Black Panther.
Wait, what? What you said?
The movies at the end game just didn't match expectations to what the Infinity Saga had for itself. Minus both Spider-Man movies, Deadpool, Wolverine, Black Panther 2, Shang-Chi, and Guardians 3. And you might look at that.
I have to watch Black Panther 2. I have to watch it. I've seen clips of it and I've been told it's actually good. I was misled by the anti-woke mob motion. I'll be honest. The anti-woke mob motion, they got me. They told me the movie's ass. They told me that. But it's also like I didn't want to watch it because, you know, Mr. Chadwick died, bro. Unfortunately. It's like I don't know.
Yo, Chief, that's half the list. Yeah, that's damn near half the movie list, but the ones I didn't name are like all shitty booty dookie movies, or mid at best. It was so bad that for the past few years, the main MCU discourse hasn't been a potential new big villain or how this new saga can pan out, but mostly how it's just falling off. Back when the Infinity Saga was balling, I was keeping up with every movie in detail, waiting for the next to drop in theaters so I wouldn't have to miss a beat. I'm
Hello?
telling you, bro, them movies used to be entire events.
There go
Now
Mike
I can
Epps.
tell you I've seen every single movie in this newer phase. I'm gonna just be honest. I don't be beating grains with sticks to see these movies.
Jermaine
anymore.
Lamar
Just
Cole,
wait
the
for
GOAT.
Disney Plus drop most of the time. Cause I know Marvel
John
do
Witherspoon,
bullshit.
the GOAT.
What the hell was
RIP.
Eternals? You already got me watching characters I don't know, but then you gonna make the whole movie boring as hell. And for a fat minute, a huge detail of it was just unnoticed by the rest of the universe until now. Thor: Love and Thunder ruined Thor's hot streak of.
Bro, I don't understand what that big nigga is in Eternals. And I'm not watching the movie. I'm not watching it. And I don't understand why they have to bring that nigga in like the worst movie possible, bro.
One good movie. Now the nigga's 1 for 4. He's shooting 2 a days like he J-Dub playing against the Nuggets. Ant-Man Quantumania was just terrible.
Yo,
It
leave
hurts
J-Dub
me when I
alone, bro.
hate
He
to see
clutched
that
up.
shit. Like, I saw that in the theater. The Marvels. Multiverse of Madness had to be the most disappointing of them all since it was coming off of hella hype from No Way Home, but it didn't meet expectations at all. The MCU got so bad, they had to mess around and bring Iron Man himself back. But RDJ isn't playing Iron Man. This time he's playing Doctor Doom, which is
Okay, what I was informed on that front. Now, if anybody in the comments knows, I need to be corrected. But on that front, I was informed that I should actually be hyped that Iron Man has returning, or Robert Downey Jr. is returning. I should be hyped because of that. Because apparently, one of my men, it was Malachi who told me this. Malachi informed me that Iron Man might not be dead. Something like that. Something of the sort. That's Iron Man is not from the right multiverse or something. Some bullshit like that. But they saying that Iron Man or Tony Stark from a different multiverse actually ends up evil. Cause I don't know. They saying like if Tony Stark ain't have Piper to keep him down to earth, he would have ended up like Ultron. Like they saying Ultron was just Tony Stark without anybody keeping him down to earth or keeping him like not evil. But I don't get how he's Doctor Doom in this situation. But it actually makes sense. I can see that. I can see how he ends up being like a Reed Richards. I don't know why the name would change per se. So I don't know if the connection between Iron Man would be there. But I can see him being the same kind of scientist in a different universe. Because they're same on some science shit. But we got to watch it, bro. When Fantastic Four drop, nigga, I'm in that motherfucking theater.
still insane.
No one can tell me
he's
different.
So synonymous with the character of Iron Man, who had the most noble send-off in a cinematic universe's history. But whatever, nigga. Disney won RDJ back, and RDJ being back is bank. Kang would have been so goated, but them allegations cooked his career. Kills me how the MCU isn't as great as it used to be, but in a way it kind of makes sense, given the fact that some things were just out of their control, but most of it wasn't. There's no excuse for dropping ass to booty movies over and over, but we could see a resurgence with Thunderbolt. It's the most recent drop, and that's
They need to, dude, put me in office for like 1 week, bro. Give me a little bit. Let me pass one bill. Let me pass one bill, one law that makes people be held accountable for false accusations, man. Because if you can, defamation isn't enough. It really isn't enough. Because, defamation really only works for famous people. And even then, it's not enough because you have to go to court and prove defamation. If a charge is disproven outright, bro. If it's disproven, that's one thing. We go to court, we argue about it. I was proved right, you were proved wrong. Okay, I think that case should be defamation now. Now we can argue for defamation. But if you charge me with something and you string it on, my whole shit's fucked up, and then you proceed to drop the charge, there has to be a penalty for dropping a charge. That's what I think. There has to be a penalty for dropping a charge such as that. Being the one that you're the one who started it, bro. You drop a charge such as that without viable reason, bro. There needs to be a penalization, something.
I don't know how to do this transition, but Paul George also fell off. Once, Paul George was a name, one of the most silky smooth players in the league. He was your favorite player's favorite player, skillful yet athletic, capable of doing anything on the court. Until the playoffs came,
PG.
where he choked and started becoming an ass out of nowhere, getting cooked by a rookie Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert, of all people, getting game-winning series, inning shots hit on him from deep.
I care what anybody says. That's a bad shot.
Hitting the side of the backboard
What?
on accident or on purpose. I don't care. Either way, how do you do that? Yeah, guys, this nigga will fall off every year. I'll give him credit. He was the only guy in the East to give Miami's big three a run for their money. And his 2021 postseason run was really good for him. But now, PG sucks. I've said this before, man. Celtics Shaq, Nets,
Podcast.
Kevin Garnett, Philadelphia Paul George. Just look at his stat lines and you will see what I'm talking about. Now, falling off in sports is kind of different than falling off in other fields. A fall off in sports can be caused by a number of things. Bad teams, mental complications, injury bugs, or most famously, just father time. Them last two got the best of PG, and to be fair, that's okay. Sometimes in life, your time is just up. And as for Paul George's NBA career, man, pack it up. It's time to retire, old man. I miss you, but this is Halliburton's league now. This is Anthony Edwards' league now. Skedaddle!
This must have been posted before the injury. This must, yeah. Mate, yeah, this is, yeah.
Especially
he doesn't
rap,
know.
Falling off is a normal occurrence. How many artists that blew up this decade that you know are still reeling in?
Oh my gosh, I'm so... Thank you, Lord. I've been praying on his downfall for the second I saw this fake nigga, bro. Oh my gosh, the biggest industry plan I've seen in a minute. I'm so glad this nigga ain't going nowhere but nowhere.
In big numbers. Damn near none of them. Most of them already on the big con despite only coming out a few years ago. But there's nothing like falling off after being on for a while. Being goated for a good portion of your career and then just not being good anymore, it's a curse. Yeah, this is how I feel about Kanye. You already knew I was going with this. The beginning of Kanye's career was truly special. The entire college trilogy showed that
Oh my
at the time,
gosh.
you could, in fact, be a great rapper without rapping about guns and slinging crack. And from those, he dropped 808s and Heartbreak where he was singing and shit. This influenced so many artists from today, like Lil Uzi, Travis Scott, Kid Cudi. Really, almost every hip-hop artist right now was influenced by this album one way or another. Then he dropped Twisted Fantasy. Complete masterpiece. One of my favorite albums of all time. And then after that, he had Yeezus. I don't give a damn about Yeezus, to be honest. I mean, but it has Bound to, and it's an influential album, so I'll give it that. Life of Pablo, Ye, Donna, all great in their own right. I'm probably the only dude that actually likes Jesus is King. But after
I do too. God is. Come on,
he
bro.
was always a tweaker. But the tweaking never tweaked onto his music. He remained talented despite whatever shenanigans he was going through. But now he's bad.
I'm evil.
Oh, dude. I can't with this clip, bro. I can't with this clip, bro.
I liked Vultures 1. I know it wasn't as good as solo Kanye work. Production was fun and the features were mostly solid. Kanye couldn't rap for shit, but it was an album that was in rotation the year it dropped. But man, every single thing after that.
You know what, bro? I could tell you one thing. Beautiful, big titty, but naked women don't just follow the sky, you know.
That has been horrible. AI lyrics and performances being put onto already choppy and unfinished songs. Not only that, but the lyrics themselves being questionable and contradicting. Because you can't be black and a Nazi. Nigga, that don't make sense. What kind of dummy shit is that? This fall off is bad because it could have been something completely avoided.
And that's the thing with Ye, bro. That's the thing with Ye. And that's why I feel like as much as I wanted, like, before, bro, when I was in high school, I was saying I was a Kanye West of my generation. I was saying that. Like, no joke, no bullshit. And I wouldn't have been mad if I was. Even with all his drama he had going on, bro. Because at the end of the day, the reason why he got where he was because he never thought like anybody else. You know, he was always against everybody else, no matter what. But it's like when you live life so long, they do say that when you're the hero, when you live life being the hero for so long, you end up being a villain. This is true. When you live your whole life being told what you're doing is dumb, stupid, wrong, crazy, redonkulous, outlandish, you know, you're used to that. You're used to the pushback. You're used to that. And you think everything you do will take time to understand. You know, everything you do just takes time to age. Everything you do just even my YouTube videos, bro. I upload these clips on YouTube. Not these clips, these segments on YouTube. I upload them. And a lot of time them bitches do 0 views for the first week. And out of nowhere, some niggas will watch it. Out of nowhere, it'll catch like a little bit of heat. And it's like, that's the mindset I have now. Doing that completely altered my brainwave. That now I'm not like upset when I post something and it doesn't hit anywhere. Cause I know like maybe one day it'll hit. Maybe like it just takes time, right? So I don't have the problem of posting anything because I just know it takes time. The immediate reaction doesn't matter anymore. And that's the problem with Kanye, right? He is now numb to the immediate reaction people have. To the point where he is so numb, he's numb to the immediate reaction people have within a year of it being cooked. Like 1 year's worth of reactions, he is numb to it, bro. Maybe even 2. Because look how long it took for people to start admitting Jesus is King had good songs on it. God Is, I have never heard nobody playing anything off Jesus is King, but now on TikTok, God Is being played nonstop, bro. They mixed it with one thing and nonstop is being played, bro. I'm a victim to it. I added that bitch to my playlist solely because of that. Bro, I'm telling you, man. The problem with Kanye is that even to this day, shit that he did in the past is being recognized as art today. Beautiful big titty but naked woman don't just follow the sky, you know. Today people fuck with it. Donda came out, nobody fucked with it. Now the consensus is Donda's actually a good album. What are we talking about, y'all?
In music, there's no basis on something just drying out. Like in our previous,
y'all did this to him, bro. It was the fans that did this to Kanye, bro. All Kanye wanted to do was be an innovator and to do innovative things. And with the consistent pushback because of the closed-minded individuals, he has built such a like he's numb to contradiction now, bro. Y'all did that to him.
The MCU and Paul George, a fall off can happen because at some point too much is just too much, or sometimes the human body can only take so much damage and it'll break down over time. None of this happened here though. Kanye's fall off is just a part of a multiple addiction just cooking his ass. And I know addiction can be a fishy topic and even more a troubling thing to deal with and to overcome, but I truly believe that if it wasn't for his addiction to corn and later on nitrous, that he would still be solid right now and in a better state of mind. Like that's no doubt. It also doesn't help that he has nothing but yes men around him 24/7, which is a very underrated point in the world of falling off. Not being told what's actually good and bad, everyone around you agreeing with whatever you do, is a key ingredient for falling off. Especially,
I'm telling you, bro, it doesn't. People keep saying yes man, this yes man. It doesn't matter who he has around him, bro. He doesn't care. Like, bro, he doesn't care. That's the thing people don't get. He doesn't care.
in the music world, since many around them aren't genuine, but instead they're doing whatever they need to do to get what they want out of them.
Yes, they're yes men, but they're only yes men because Kanye doesn't listen to anybody else, bro. And it's like, no matter how you take it, he's gonna have a yes man. No matter how you cut it, he's gonna have a yes man. There is no way you're gonna eradicate yes men off the face of this earth. And if Kanye can't find one in this state, he'll go to another state. He'll go here. He'll go here. If everyone in America hated Kanye, I promise you he will go to Spain, teach a 5-year-old how to speak English, raise him, adopt him, and then make him like his music and make him his new yes man. He's gonna go to the motherfucking he'll go to Trinidad, find a school, bring them all here, pay for them to have proper schooling, and have his music be the fucking morning announcements, bro. And they're all gonna love his shit and they're all gonna be yes men, bro. I promise you. If
which goes into my next target.
There's no way to get rid of it, bro.
SpongeBob.
No way around it.
SpongeBob is forever an icon, whether you like it or not. But I can't stress the fact that the show itself has fallen completely off of a cliff.
3 seasons in a movie. 3 seasons in a movie. The creator said. The creator came on the shit. He said to Nick, I want 3 seasons and a movie, and that's it. That is exactly why the first 3 seasons and the first movie is pure gold, and no one can say anything like that. The first 3 seasons and the movie peak simply because that was the plan.
Seasons 1 through 3 were peak SpongeBob, and that.
What did I say? What did I say? 3 seasons and a movie. That's why everyone considers the first 3 peak. Like he just said.
First movie is still the only good one they have, and they've made.
Like I said, 3 seasons and a movie.
Like 4 more movies since then, and they have all been trash as hell. SpongeBob and the MCU are similar in their field when it comes to falling off. A key point being that they both have been milked to the teeth. Hell, the creator of SpongeBob literally said he wanted the show to end, and Nickelodeon didn't listen because they needed to milk the best show they had on their program. Loki is really Avatar: The Last Airbender, but thank God they did not milk that show, bro. The show is perfect as it is. The MCU has been milked too, but the case for them.
Well, they couldn't really milk Avatar. Like, there's not. You can't milk Avatar unless if you make a complete different series based off the comic. I low-key did wish they milked it a little more instead of bringing Korra in, because you know, as good as niggas want to say Korra is, we could have got more Avatar, bro. We could have. I would have preferred to finish Avatar. I wanted to see the Book of Change. I'll say it. I wanted to see it. I didn't want to see Korra yet. I wasn't ready, dude. I didn't watch Korra. I literally didn't watch Korra. It took me years after it released when I was on Mobdro. Niggas don't know about Mobdro, that legal streaming site. Niggas don't know about that. I was on a thingy called Mobdro, and the thing was, it's like live channels all over the world, and sometimes you can watch live like just shows. They would just run the shows in order, non-stop, 24/7. So it's like a whole bunch of shows on the list. I would tap into different shows whenever I was in the mood, and Avatar was one of those shows. And it so happens that it'll go from Avatar all the way through, and then it'll go to Korra. Oh no, I think it was separate. I think it updated and separated. But bro, I'm telling you, that is how I watched Korra, because I had nothing else to watch. So I said, let me give it a try.
Is arguable.
It wasn't bad.
Since there's so much source material to work with that they're able to continue the universe with.
But I had to be tied down, ankles, dick, arms tied down to watch Korra, bro, which is insane.
Realistic chances of not repeating same old patterns, bringing in fresh new ideas, and building a bigger world within the continuity. SpongeBob can't do that. In order to do stuff like that, in order to successfully milk something, it has to have plot. I can't stress this enough. I hate when shows are ongoing just because they were mad popular at some point. SpongeBob, cancel yourself. You fell off. Family Guy. You too. Simpsons. You been fell off. Why are you still around? And don't get me wrong, I like SpongeBob just as.
I get so sick and tired of Malachi telling me to watch The Simpsons, bro. I get so sick and tired of it. Nigga keeps saying, like, every time he gets it, he keeps telling me, yo, bro, you gotta start watching The Simpsons. Yo, bro, you gotta start watching The Simpsons. I'm like, why? Yo, they predicted mad shit, bro. I'm like, a show that runs that long, naturally, I believe they would incidentally predict some shit, right? A show running that long, incidentally, they have to predict something. Because even Family Guy, you can argue, has predictions. There was that one clip of Diddy when they was in the studio when Meg got a facelift or something when she was in the mall, got blonde hair. Y'all, that episode. They were in the studio and Diddy was in the studio. Brian started barking at Diddy for no reason. And I'm pretty sure the original joke was just because it was he was a black guy and Brian's racist low key. But now we look at it. Let me see if I can even find a clip. Hold on. Before we end the video, I need to see if I can find a clip. Oh shit, 3v3? Okay, we're gonna watch that later. What was I gonna search?
How was that, Dr. Diddy?
Yo, that sounded smooth, y'all.
Ellie.
I just have a cup.
Ellie, why did I freeze? This.
How was that, Dr. Diddy?
Yo, that sounded smooth, y'all. I just have a cup.
Oh, God. Oh, God. I'm so sorry I keep doing that. Oh, God, please forgive me. I get that from my father. He's from a different generation. It's,
Whatever, man.
we cool? We good?
Yeah, we're cool. Fine.
You see what I mean, bro? You see what I mean, bro? It's a whole different joke. But you look at it now.
Much as a next intellectual mind. But dude, stop jacking his nipples, man. This nigga should have been in retirement a long time ago. I don't know how to explain this because SpongeBob is more of a sitcom type of show. Like, there's no linear plot. Probably not even a true continuity within that universe. Stuff just happens in each episode, resolved by the end of the episode, then never picked up again. But in older seasons, they mastered that formula. The older episodes were just better. There's a reason that every SpongeBob meme you see is ripped or refers to an older season. This new SpongeBob ain't even on none. Like, it's like SpongeBob is a shell of SpongeBob. Falling off is an art in itself. There's so many different ways it be happening. Repetitiveness, lack of being locked in, getting hurt physically, mentally, or emotionally. Sometimes, time is just up. Nothing stays in its prime forever. Every great thing has an end. That goes for everyone except for LeBron.
Come on, man. That's too easy.
LeBron Glaze at the end. WVid, man. We just saw AMP 3v3. Let's watch that.